Plant lovers, welcome back to the Green Thumbs Guide. This is episode 2 of our Monsoon Loving Plant series, where we are exploring beautiful low maintenance plant that thrive in the rainy season. Last week, we spoke about the gorgeous leafy Caladium. If you haven't watched that, I'll have the link in the description below. But today, we are turning the spotlight on a plant that always steals my heart. Yes, it is charming magical rain lily, or as many as you know it, Zephyranthes. You know, there's something almost poetic about rain lilies. They lie quietly in their pots or garden beds, not asking for much attention until that one beautiful rainy shower, and boom, the next morning your garden is sprinkled with little stars of pink, white or yellow, and some hybrids if you have those. It will always feel like a surprise gift from nature, doesn't it? They call rain lilies for a reason. The rain literally triggers their bloom, and in India, especially during our monsoon months, they absolutely thrive. But you need to make sure the rainwater should pour on them. It's not that you will keep in the balcony and rains are not pouring on them. Then you will not get that result desired. Now, you can do one thing also. Sometimes I am doing, because my plants are not kept outside, it's inside the grill. So I collect rainwater and I feed them with rainwater, and yes, I get lilies, rain lilies after that watering. Rain lily care is very simple. That's why I always recommend it for beginners or anyone who wants to enjoy seasonal color with minimal effort. When I started my gardening, I bought this rain lily bulbs and the same bulbs with me, and they are multiplying over the years. Here's how you can keep them happy. That is about light. They love bright light. Full sun is great, but they also do well in the partial shade. Perfect for balcony gardeners. About soil, use loose, well draining soil. You can mix a bit of sand or cocoa peat to keep them airy. About watering, try to mimic nature. Let the soil dry slightly and then give a good soak. Just like rain shower, don't overwater in dry periods. About fertilizer, during the growing months, that is June to September, a mild liquid fertilizer in 15 days or 7 days help them to bloom better. But honestly, they will bloom even without it if the rain gods are kind. Now about propagation and storage tip. The rain lily grows from small bulbs and they multiply fast everywhere. I find my pot more crowded than last year. Yes, these blooms also sometimes produce some seeds. They can grow from the seeds also, but that will take time. You can gently separate the bulbs from the mother plant after the blooming season over. Just be careful not to damage them. Once the rains end, let the leaves die back naturally. If not, just prune their leaves. If you have space, you can keep plants in the pot only, but if you don't have, then just pull out all plants, clean it, dry it, then store it in a dry place if needed, or just leave them in the pot. They will surprise you again in the next monsoon. If you want to have that wow effect, plant rain lilies in clusters. They will look best when they bloom together, almost like a carpet of color. I love using long planters or shallow bowls for them. And if you have a separate, so that's my little love story with rain lilies. Every year their sudden bloom reminds me that magic still exists in small things, like a tiny bulb slipping in the soil waiting for the rain. Do you grow rain lilies too? What colors do you have? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know how surprise you. And I have noticed one thing I want to share with you, that is my white lilies are bloom extremely easily, but pinks are blooming lesser than them. And about yellows, they are actually very, very rare. They blooms once or twice in this rain. Anyway, that is my observation. Let's share your observation also. And if you enjoy this episode, give it a like, share it with your plant loving friend, and subscribe to the Green Thumbs Guide for more simple, heartwarming plant stories. See you next Monday for episode 3 of our monsoon loving series. And trust me, the next plant is another rain time showstopper. Till then, keep growing and keep glowing. Bye.